Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Okay, traders, so in this module I want to look more about the actual trend lines, and we're just going to be drawing trend lines on the chart and why we look at that, and we talk more about that in the support and resistance module in this section. But I want to look at more of a trend line, and my software here has all the different tools here. I'm not sure what software you're using or what market you're trading. You know, it could be forex, could be whatever. These techniques and stuff work on any market. So the trend lines, what we're looking for on the trend lines is we're looking to find basically an angle of where the market is, where the market has been going. So for example, if we have a look at this chart here, okay, we're looking at the last sort of this chart here, okay, we're looking at this is sort of a couple of months on a daily chart, okay, and we can see here, right, that this market, this was the lowest point here before it went flat. This was the lowest point before it went up. So what you would do here is you would just draw the trend lines going up to the high side. Do you see that? Right there. And so what you're doing is you're connecting the bottom part, you're connecting this part here, and what you're doing is when you're drawing trend lines, you want to be connecting the next previous troughs or lows. So this level here, and you always draw it on the bottom if the market's going up, okay? And if the market's going down, like this bit here, you always draw it on the top. Okay, so why we are drawing these trend lines is because the market reacts. As you can see, the market reacts to these trend lines until no more validation needs on that trend line. And we use this to trade. We use this for very good entries and exits and so on and so forth to help us with our trading. Okay, so when it comes to the trend lines, remember we're drawing the trend line on the top, and we're just trying to connect the highs if the market's going down. Okay, and we're just the peaks here, we're trying to connect the peaks, and if the market's going up, we're trying to connect the troughs. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to go to the chart right now, go to your charting service, and I want you to practice that. Okay, so if you have a look here, right, you might also have a sideways period. Well, if it's a sideways period, the trend line would be sideways. Okay, so you'd have on the highs here, you're looking at the peaks, and then going to create a parallel trend line. And then I'm going to go to the troughs down here. Okay, that's just a sideways. So if it's sideways, you draw it from the peaks and troughs, which creates the highs and lows. If it's going down, you draw it on the high side. If it's going sideways, draw it on a high and low. So the down line. If the market's going down, you draw the trend lines on the high side, and you're connecting the highs. All right. So this is the high here. You can see it bounced off there, came down, it connected off this peak here, connected off this peak here, and you can see it's continued down. Makes sense? So if I continue this out like that, okay, like that, can you see how the market bounced here, rejected it here, came down, also came up, rejected it here, came down, but you can see once it was broken, it came down and tested it as now what we call a support level. And I'll get more into that when it comes to the support and resistance module in this section here. Okay, so what I want you to do right now is I want you to go to the chart and have a look at it and start drawing your trend lines and start getting used to drawing the trend lines. Okay, it's going to take you a while. Okay, this is something that you want to spend some time on, really getting to know, okay, and really understanding how to draw these trend lines, because these trend lines, the market reacts to them all the time. You can see here, right, it reacted to here, reacted to there, then it reacted all the way up through here, and so on and so forth. Okay, so this is so I want you to now go to your charts, and now I want you to draw the trend lines. Remember, if the market's going down, we draw the trend line on the top, okay, acting as resistance. If it's going sideways, we draw it on the peaks and the troughs. And if the market's going up, we draw it on the bottom or the troughs. And we're just connecting the troughs up, and that's going to be the trend line. Again, we're going to use this more for identifying areas of support and resistance. So go to your chart right now, analyze that, study it, do it again and again and again and again. And then when you think you've got a good handle on it, then let's get into the next module. And I'll see you in the next module. I'm not going to BS you here. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course, and I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.